what it's like. You can see Kanwulia here beside me, and we've been jamming the song in here. So, Jim Silas, I bring
Yeah.
over now. Let's get what's your take on this so far, the song.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, Kanwulia.
Hi.
Yeah. I mean, I like this song. All right. So I was reading through your bio, and it says that you studied jazz music. Is that
Mhm.
so? Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm a
So it's
classically
quite
trained jazz singer.
interesting. So for a classic trained jazz singer, I was actually expecting something um more contemporary. Is that the word? So, but that's not in disappointment. I just thought that maybe I'll be expecting something, from the likes of the jazz artists and all of that. But what I
Sure.
actually noticed was that you actually blended the sort of I could still tell you just put everything together to make it more urban, more relatable. I like the blend of the sound and even the way you delivered your music. It's actually way different from what I would have expected from a young person. So I really, really liked it. And it tells, how you have if what's her name? The I'm trying to remember.
It will come. Don't just keep moving.
Okay. So when you expect a story from somebody who's exposed, who's well traveled, who has
Mm,
lived abroad and everything, to tell a story, a fancy story about life in
Mm.
America or the UK, but she tells you a story of true African, the true African or the true African lifestyle. That's what pretty much what you did with this record. It was
yeah.
very, very Nigerian, very, and the whole, even with the craze of Afro beats, um, you know, I was expecting something jumpy, something, like the regular things we have, but this is the only way you can actually stand out.
Mm,
But I'll just have to also look out for more of your records. This is the first
yeah,
time
Mm.
I'm actually
please.
hearing your music. I want to hear more and see what else you have. Do you understand? And
Yeah.
I think you should continue with what you're doing. I don't know who are the producer or who's the producer you worked with on this record.
His name is he goes by Yala Baba Yala.
Oh wow, where is it
I
from?
call him Zippy. He's from Lagos. We
Oh
made the
wow.
song together in Lagos. And my songwriter that I work with, Person T. I work with
Okay.
them on a lot of my projects, including songs on the Americana EP. So
Oh
Oh,
nice. Now you just called Americana. The name I was looking for was Chimamanda. You see.
you
Um,
see, yeah, it comes. I told you it will
Yeah,
come.
it's like somebody writing, even for someone who lives there, but tells a
yeah,
story about a true, or an African. So that's what
yeah.
I get with this song, and I like it.
Thank you.
Oris, you've been quiet for a bit now. So let's get to hear you. Bring it on. She's ready for the basketballs too. Don't hold it back.
Who is saying I'm going to be basketballs?
Both of you can't
I
just
think
be this cook, this nice, this Thursday. So let's hear you.
I think as an introduction to a new artist, it's a decent song. But and there's a big but. if we if we need is it Kanwulia or Kanwulia? I feel like there's a different intonation.
It depends on which dialect of Igbo you speak. It doesn't matter. It means the same thing.
Well, I don't speak any. I just feel like it's Kanwulia. But anyway, I'm
That's
probably wrong.
fine.
All right, yes, but if as an artist, you would want to go further, I would have to believe that just looking at your bio, there'll have to be things that from your life or from your influences, especially from jazz actually, that should fit rather, that should fit into the music for it
Sure.
to be what's the word I'm looking for? Spectacular,
Hmm.
or for it to have a lot more I want to listen to a song that when I hear it, I tell myself, okay, this is somebody new, this is somebody different. I don't get that vibe at the moment. It feels to me like the current song, Bigger Things, feels to me like a song that could have been released anytime between the past maybe 5, 6 years, from around
Okay.
the time when Techno did Pana,
Okay.
up until just before the what's his name, Odumodu Black era, maybe that's probably last year. This song could have come out any time within that period, and it could have been from any artist. So that personally for me means that if you are too similar to everybody else's on radio, it's a bit of a problem. And it
Hmm.
looks to me like your own bio tells me that you already act like everybody else who is on radio, actually, You
Mm.
have all of these influences. I need to see them in the music. If I think something James had mentioned about standing out, if we have a little bit more jazz in this song, I think it would be a lot more immediate. Like, okay, this is somebody new, this is somebody fresh. Right now, it's a good introduction, but I do not know that this song, frankly, will take you to where, well, if you are thinking of a big music career, will take you to where you need to be. That's
Sure.
my sense of it. Great introduction, but I will need a little bit more to see that, okay, Kanwulia is actually super serious about making it in this industry. So that's
Sure.
that's what I think.
All right, so that's where we leave it now. But we've seen messages, reactions coming in. So we'd like for those listening right now, and so they know where to find your song. So you could just put it out there while we're talking. They can also be getting across to listen more about it to it. So let's know where they can listen to your songs.
You can listen to my music on Spotify, Apple Music, Boomplay, Deezer, anywhere you listen to your music. It's on every streaming platform available, YouTube Music. The cool thing about all of these songs is that there's visuals as well. So all of these songs have their own videos that you can go and look up on YouTube and really get a sense of who I am as a creative.
So what's the name they should be looking out for?
Kanwulia, so that's spelled Kanwulia.
So we've got someone on YouTube already waiting. Hi, Kanwulia. Hey.
Hi.
And it says, your eyeglass is fine, Sha. Well done for the song.
Thank you. Thank you.
Focus
thank
on
you.
the song. Chris Mahmoud there. And then wait for Tayo's message. Tayo's message is here saying, Lagos traffic again, motivating cool songs. I don't know if this is a win for Mr. Governor, but like James Silas, yeah. And then he goes on to say, how many Zibis do we have? Yeah, we have a Zibi. Have you met Zibi?
No.
Oh,
Zippy.
Zibi, she's with us here.
Oh, okay, Zippy. Okay, yeah.
You get to meet Zibi, the president.
Okay.
Next time. But that's just why he's also trained that one into the mix. But wait, listen to the song, but Jack the Carlos here should focus on the body. Just knock, knock. That's what he's saying. So they all hear you. So let's just leave this. We'll be back shortly. Still the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1 FM. And we've got a new artist here with a new song we're listening to, Bigger Things. You should be aiming for big things this weekend and even for the rest of the year. That's a reminder. And that's what I was thinking about all through. I was somewhere in the upscale Ikeja area yesterday. And honestly, I was thinking big things and what I would do this weekend. But let's go back into the mix once again. And we'll be right back to look into more entertainment stories. And we'll still have Kanwulia here with us. Take a listen to Bigger Things once more.
Omas, does this mean that what bigger thing?
Omas? Oris, is it?
Or James Silas, Oris.
Oris. Yeah. I want to respond to him.
Yeah. That looks like a jam session where you could be doing a tango, you know?
Yes, so.
I get that drift. I get it.
It was nothing but vibe.
Yeah.
Nothing but vibe.
Let's go.
Love music, love life. Smooth 98.1.
You want to, Oris? Hello, Oris.
Yep, I'm here.
All right. So we're still on, so we can just go ahead and be having this conversation. Kanwulia, what were you going to tell Oris?
No, I was going to say, I appreciate the feedback, and I appreciate your perspective. I think that I would actually use this opportunity, if you're free tonight, to invite you to my show at Scotch Bonnet in VI, because I think there you'll really get a sense of everything that you've just expressed to me. And that's the perfect opportunity for you to see kind of where my music is transcending to and how I perform live. I think it's an awesome opportunity for that. If you're available, you and James both. I would love for you to join me at Scotch Bonnet tonight at 8 p.m.
What? Oh, at 8. Where is? I'm not even sure where that is. Where is Scotch Bonnet?
Sorry, there's something loud in my hair.
He's asking, no, you're listening to. Okay, can you hear him now?
Mm-mm.
Get it off so you can hear him. We're not on.
Sorry.
Okay. Where? I'm not sure where Scotch Bonnet is. Where is? I'm not sure where that is.
It's near.
Do you have a flyer? Do you have a flyer?
Yeah, I can send the flyer.
Yeah, get it.
But it's off Chartered Bank Close in VI.
Off Chartered Bank Close in
Yes.
VI.
Yes.
8 p.m. you said? I
8
think I would
p.m.
have.
That's when I go on.
Okay.
8 p.m.
But yeah, Omas, could you like, I don't know, get the flyer and let me get it
Yeah.
It will get across. All right. So we're back in just a few minutes. So Ed's on back.
Thank you. I'd love to see you guys there. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll do what I can to show.
It is still the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1 FM. Kanwulia is still here with us doing big things with the music, and that's how we like it inside the Grapevine. So if you're not with us, just go over to youtube.com and see Kanwulia and then all of the great conversation behind the scenes, and you just will see a whole lot more. Get over to youtube.com/smooth 981 FM Lagos and keep those messages coming in for Kanwulia on our WhatsApp platform on 0809-444-0981. So let's see more. Let's go into the bigger entertainment. Just Kanwulia, are you ready for this?
Yes.
So James Silas, we're good to go, right?
All right. Yes, of course.
Let's dig into it now. Over this, we had that the 10th AMVCA ceremony will be holding in Lagos sometime on the 10th of May. What are we looking forward to? As we understand, Over the Bridge leads the 2024 AMVCA with 12 nominations.
Oris, have you seen that movie? I haven't seen it personally.
I don't think anybody in Nigeria has seen it yet. I think it showed in
You
the
see?
UK sometime last year. But it hasn't opened it hasn't opened locally, so I'm not sure why that's the case. But I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe from time between now and then it probably would, or maybe afterwards, after it sweeps the awards. But for me, I think the list is an impressive one this year, frankly, because I think a lot of the films that got like major nominations are, I mean, by and by, way above average movies. I haven't seen this one, but I remember reading a review in the Guardian UK on this particular film, and they seem to have given it a bit of a, well, somewhat positive review. And the person who directed it, Timan, that's his nickname, Tolu, he's actually quite well known in the film industry. I think he comes from advertising. Okay, so I've just been informed actually by one of the AMVC people that actually it was shown here. I don't understand how I missed it, but apparently they tell me it was shown in, yeah. I want to argue, but the person would know. So yeah, so she says,
All right.
so she says that it was shown, it wasn't, wait, what is she talking? Okay, you know what? He said it wasn't shown in Nigeria, which I was correct then. So it was
Yes,
shown
now.
somewhere.
Who's
I'm not sure
distracting
what
Oris?
you said?
Who's distracting
hear
you
me?
at this moment? Yeah, we're talking to
No. Okay, of course. You know how it works. The people
Yes.
who are members of the AMVCA family
Yeah.
of listen to the show. So so I know a few of them. So one of them is telling me now that when I said the film wasn't shown in Nigeria, that I was wrong. But she says actually I was right. The fact is it was shown publicly. What she means by publicly, I'm not sure what that means, but it wasn't shown in the cinemas. So apparently the MVCA's criteria for one of the criteria rather for getting nominated is that it should be shown publicly. It just wasn't shown like a movie as regular other movies are shown at the cinema. So that's why I didn't see it, for instance. So maybe there was a private public screen of some sort. I'm not sure, but definitely I knew that it didn't show for. I know for a fact that it didn't show at the cinema. So that's kind of, I think, what has happened. But in any case, like I said, it had really good reviews in the UK. Not really good, but like sort of like somewhere in the middle review, which is not bad for a Nigerian film showing in the UK. So I think that suggests to me that, okay, generally speaking, a decent movie has gotten the most nominations at the MVCA. Whether it's going to win, I don't know, a lot of it, we don't know. We'll have to find out in May. But I think generally speaking, I'm quite impressed by the list. This has not been the case for previous years. You know, there are times when I've seen the list and I'm like, what is this film doing in this list? but this year, yeah, the major guys, I think, you know what, they got it right this time. And let's not forget, by the way, sorry, just to mention something else. This year they altered a few of the categories. So back in the day, it used to be a lot of the awards used to be like voted by the public. But I think this year the acting category in particular has been shifted from the public to the jury, which I think means that AMVCA finally means business. Because I think it's a bit of a drag if we have our biggest awards in the country to be voted by viewers who may not really know what is good and what is bad. What they are motivated by is fandom, which doesn't really work for our shows.
Kanwulia, do you have any different opinion about the AMVCA coming up in May? And what would you do if probably you get a call and say, Kanwulia, would you be able to, can you come open for the AMVCA this year?
It would be an absolute honor. It would be an absolute honor to open for them. But no, I agree with Oris. I think that the reviews have been, you know, mixed, and I think it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out for sure.
All right, just before we leave this category, I see the roll call here. Best lead actor in for the prize. We see Wale Ojo for Breath of Life, Stan Nze for Afamefuna, and Maxinga for Omen, and the list goes on. I see Joker Silva also there too, also getting nominated, and it's quite a great how the judges will make their decision. Well, I don't know how easy their job will be. But let's go over now to M.I. Abaga. Let's see how this is panning out. Is in the news. And this Afro beats with S without it's back in again. And so let's dig into it. And M.I. Abaga is described hip hop as the truest art form. And it goes on to say, well, right now, Nigeria's is, at least he said he's Africa's incredible rapper and best. And do you think Emma is being given as much consideration? And is he right about this assertion, Jim Silas?
Yeah, okay. If Emma is giving what?
And
Enough
he says,
what?
credit for his for his status in terms of what he's done
Of
to the
course.
industry.
Of course, Emma has enjoyed his time. I don't know. I don't think anybody, when you talk about flowers, Emma may have enjoyed the flowers that he truly deserves. And of course, he's still, he's still here. He's still doing what he has to do. Maybe not as active as he used to be before, but when it comes to the respect and everything, Emma literally made rap music sound like pop, not in a disrespectful way. He made it so cool that anybody would vibe. Your mom, your dad would vibe to his rap music. Talking about hip hop and other genres, what he has said is not wrong. It doesn't just apply here in Nigeria or Africa. It's the same thing abroad. Hip hop was a bigger, it's more of a culture, it's more of a community. It's way beyond. If there was a country, hip hop can be a country that has diversity or diverse ethnic groups and all of that.
Who would be the president?
My brother, we'll have to go back to somewhere. We have to go back somewhere in America, or from Africa back to America. Do you understand? Back to Africa again. So, but it's. He's very much correct, and the truth is, when you listen to some, let me use one particular artist that I always, you see Mayokun. Mayokun started as a rapper. When you listen to Mayokun's music, the way his lyrics, you think that, you can take his lyrics from some of his songs and actually rap it, and it will still sound nice, all right? The same thing with Emma himself, Jesse Jaggs, Ice Prince, Vector. These guys, when you hear them on the song singing, or even Reminisce, if you hear them singing, you can actually take that song and make it a rap song as well. So hip hop actually, and which is why you also see collaborations easy for any. So sometimes you need to actually differentiate between hip hop as a culture and hip hop, and what kind of music, as a genre. Do you understand? So hip hop, one of the ways of expression when it comes to hip hop is actually rap. That's one of the ways people express it. But generally, some people, you can actually be a hip hop artist, but who actually sings. You understand? So it's I don't know. Let's not make it too technical, but that's what it is. And I agree with him. And when you get to MI status at this point in time, the best you can do actually is more or less educate and let people know what the art is about. And also, when you talk about the depth of hip hop as music, or rap as music, you see that I always say that if you don't have sense, you cannot do rap music. You cannot actually hip hop, because hip hop is not something that you can, mold or shape and give to you. It's not like any other genre where somebody can write a song for you easily. And yes, you can actually, but you cannot be it. Do you understand? So it's a very, very deep art form, and it only takes somebody who's actually rooted in it to be able to express it.
Oris, come true for this one now.
I think Emma is wrong. I think he's wrong. And in
Oh,
fact,
shut
what
up, Oris.
James, wait. James seems to be saying that Emma is right, but actually, what James has explained tells us the opposite. Because what has happened is hip hop has been stealing tricks from pop music, not the other way around. So in terms of being a genre, hip hop artists have adopted all of the rest of them, Miracle and the rest of them. What has happened is they've adopted pop tricks so that they could become more appealing to the audience. MI, one of MI's most popular songs is the African rapper #1. You get that chorus is not it's not a hip hop chorus. That's flavor rap singing
And there's
Igbo.
high life, heavy influence in that.
That's so technically speaking, even before Afrobeats became a thing, Flavor was doing Afrobeats, and MI took that chorus to launch one of his hits records. So it's the other. So he has it the other way around. What is happening to MI is what happens to everybody. You belong to a particular genre. You want to make it look like what this is the biggest thing. The only thing where I will give him a bit of credit is that Afrobeats as a genre is not entirely Nigerian. What has happened is the producers or the artists themselves, whichever one of them, they take tricks from the local space and then makes it with something else. So it could be from the US, it could be from South Africa, which is what is happening with Amapiano. But generally speaking, Afrobeats as a genre it's not really a genre, it's like a mix of everything. But in particular, the guys from hip hop are taking tricks from Afrobeat so that they could sell more. That's just it.
All right, thank you very much. So let's move on to other issues, and this is relating to the news that broke in the course of the week, where one of Nollywood's finest also, it's a back-to-back thing. Hardly have we had time to give a sigh of the grief. Next comes this news. How did it hit you? Did you hear of this Kanwulia, the veteran Nollywood actor Amechi Munago, who passed after battling kidney disease? How did it hit you?
It was shocking because, me, like a lot of other young people, we remember how we felt watching those films and how instrumental they were in, our time off or our time at home from boarding school and things like that. So, rest in peace. My condolences goes out to the family and, close supporters and friends and things of that nature. But, it's shocking. Like if anything, it really shows you how important your health is, and health is wealth, right? So we just need to do as much as we can to take care of ourselves and investigate to make sure that we are, living healthy.
Oris and James Silas, the fans of the show would say we're remiss if we don't get your buy-in or what you think. How can you ask people to come dressed properly for an event and then someone walks away with the best dressed female category and people are not happy and there's still a ruckus out here? Speak to this for us. The Mummy of Lagos won it, but people seem not to be happy with it. But
Yeah, I don't know why everybody. I don't know why everybody. Why we're concerned about the fact that he or she won. But look, where's the lie? He dressed up, right? Where you look at what that guy.
Is she dressed up?
Whatever. He or she won. He or she won. He was the best dressed guy at that event.
He was the best dressed guy.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie, really? So, but the argument of whether he's a she or a he, I mean, they did not say the best dressed woman. Is that what they said? Or they said the best dressed person?
So,
but whatever the case,
woman and man. It was two different categories. There was the male and there was the female category.
See, the guy would have even won. Yeah, he would have won both categories. But it's not that deep. Let's calm down.
All right,
not that
I
deep.
get it. James, Oris, what do you have to say about that in summary quickly?
I have to say I want to laugh.
You say you want to laugh.
Yes, I understand. To be fair, I understand the people who are aggrieved by it. I guess that's all I can say. I think Kanwulia should be the person who should speak because probably
settle this matter.
I don't know that I have the right to say anything about this.
Kanwulia, how would you have felt if you were in that event and you dressed to the hilt and then somebody walks away with that? She walked away with it.
I think that's tricky, right? Because I want to be respectful of how people identify themselves, right? I want to be respectful of how they choose to live their life. But if there were two different categories, maybe they should have made a third, or maybe they should have kept it binary. and male and female, but that's not to say I don't, support or, want people to live their life. I encourage that, be who you are. But for the sake of fairness and for the sake of, moving everything along, I think they should have kept it binary.
All right, then. So on that note, we go back. Let's wrap up with the messages. See them piling. Kanwulia, the traffic right now. You got a song from traffic. You see what is causing here, right? Let's go on.
Yes.
Ibuku from K2 comes up with this one saying, Kanwulia, it's good for you to try new artists. It's a good try for a new artist, but I think the production can be better. They should tune down on the auto tune so we can appreciate your voice quality as a jazz singer. As Oris said, it is a bit generic, sounding like Tiwa, Wheezy, and others in places. Well, keep it up and find your own sound and do not be afraid to break the norm. Ibuku from K2, that's what he has to say to you. And I've got Mwako Anthony saying the award won by Bob Risky is a category meant for women. It's totally outrageous. That's what he has to say. He's not going to couch it. And then Tayo says, I hope Bob doesn't win award or Joseph Benjamin. And it goes on sentiment manifesting. We need to work on Oris's VVIP access. I see. Xavier comes up. Hello, house. As far as I'm concerned, he's a man unless he changed to a woman. He is a he, and then that's it. So much fun we're having right now. Let's just check up on the YouTube and just see what they have to say. Chini Godwin comes up saying, Kanwulia, looking beautiful. Well done. And then Chris says, Bob, dangerous mommy of Lagos. Well, that's a wrap, guys. So I want to say thank you to, James Silas. Thank you so much. Plug out.
Thank you for having me. Shout out to Wanko Anthony. He's been checking up as far since last week. But yes, you can see we're live. We're back. Thanks for having me, and all the best, Kanwulia.
Thank you.
And thank you to Oris also.
Yeah. Well, you say thank you, right? So you're welcome, right? And nice to meet you, Kanwulia. I hope I
Likewise.
make it to your show tonight. And
Yes.
for anybody listening, it's Catch Oris on Twitter, I think, and Catch Oris on Instagram.
Catch Oris and call the police. Moving on. But again, let's quickly do this. Kanwulia, I want to say thank you so much to you. But as we leave the show this morning, you will sing us out of the show.
Oh, let's sing us out. Okay. How far? Beara, make you know they do me, oh, Beara. Baby, you can call me later. Baby, no, they do me, oh. I can't.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you so much.